So the column will be the heart of the chromatograph. You have to maintain the temperature inside the oven so that the column is maintained at a particular temperature such that the sample remains in the vaporized state. The sample is always introduced inside the column in a vaporized state. If it is liquid, it will vaporize once it is injected inside the column. And whatever process of separation will take place will be actually taking place inside the column. That is the reason the column and the oven are two very important parts of the gas chromatograph. Rather, the column is the most important. There are two types of columns, a packed column and an open tubular column. Packed column means there will be a hollow pipe in which, a hollow metal pipe in which there will be different types of packing materials put in. And the gas, when it passes through it along with the sample, there will be adsorption, and there will be different type of adsorption for different type of samples. Now, in an open tubular column, the column is kept of a very large length such that the inner part or the inner surface of the column itself will act as the stationary phase. So for a packed column, the packing inside the column acts as a stationary phase, whereas in an open tubular column, the inside surface of the column itself will act as a stationary phase. Now, when I'm saying column, it is not a large, or it is not a pipe with a very large diameter. It is a pipe with a very, very small diameter. As written here, traditionally packed columns were most common, but fast developments in open tubular techniques and reported advantages in terms of efficiency and speed may make open tubular columns the best choice in the near future. The temperature of the column is adjusted so that it is close to the average boiling point of the sample. That is what I just mentioned in the earlier slide. The temperature program is used very often to achieve better separations. The temperature of the column is assumed to be the same as that of the oven which houses the column. So the temperature of the column is adjusted so that it is close to the average boiling point. We just discussed this point before we stopped. The temperature of the column is assumed to be the same as that of the oven. The oven temperature should be stable and easily changed in order to obtain reproducible results, because the better the control and stability of the temperature inside the oven, the better will be the separation that will take place inside the column. So this is what the chromatographic column looks like, or capillary gas graphic column. And this is an enlarged view of what exactly is there inside the gas chromatographic column. It is normally 0.5 millimeter dia. And suppose if the sample is entering, this is the point where the sample is entering, you can see the separation taking place and how it is reaching the detector. The way it is reaching the detector, you can see the detector response. This is how a gas chromatograph for a 3-component sample will look like. So you have packed columns and you have open tubular columns. So the packed columns, they are mostly made up of stainless steel, and the column is packed with finely divided particles which are of less than 100 to 300 millimeters diameter. and they are coated with the stationary phase. This is how a packed column actually looks like. Then capillary or open tubular column. So the open tubular column has huge number of applications because then it is not restricted to the type of packing material inside the column. Open tubular columns are usually made up of fused silica with an internal diameter ranging from 260 to 320 micrometer. The open tubular columns may be as long as 30 to 100 meters because now there is no packing inside and whatever adsorption has to take place will be inside the column itself. For that simple reason, the length of the column needs to be very large. This is how open capillary or open tubular column would look like. Advantages and disadvantages. Capillary column advantages compared to the packed columns: higher resolution, shorter analysis time, greater sensitivity. Capillary columns disadvantage compared to packed columns: it is smaller sample. It requires basically, or it has a smaller sample capacity. So let us see what are the different types of stationary phases that are available. That means a solid material which is there inside. So what are the various properties of the stationary phase? It should have a large surface area. It should have a good mechanical stability, thermal stability, because it has to withstand high temperatures. Inert surface, in order to simply retain, it simply has to retain the sample. It does not have to react with the sample. So it should be inert. It should have a particle size in the range of 100 to 400 micrometers. These are the various stationary phase materials that are available, their maximum temperature which they can withstand, and common application. That means for which type of materials they can be used for. Just go through it. These are different types of ovens which are there for gas chromatograph. They will look very similar to the microwaves which you have at home. It is a closed chamber maintained in vacuum. So in the oven, there will be normally 3 temperature zones. The first one is the injector temperature zone. Then you have the column temperature, and then you have the detector temperature. So these 3 different temperatures would be such that last you can see there is an equation that the injection temperature should be equal to the detector temperature, which would eventually be equal to the column temperature plus 50 degrees Celsius. Normally such type of relationship is maintained for the various temperatures inside the gas chromatograph. Various detectors which will be used for gas chromatography. Now, if you recollect, this is the gas chromatograph. So first one was the carrier gas, which we saw. Then we also saw, we did not see the flow regulators, but you are aware of various flow regulators or flow regulating devices. Then we saw the injectors and the syringe, which are used. We also saw the chromatographic column. We saw the oven, and now we are going to see the detector, which is a very important part in gas chromatograph.